It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Runs over him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you earned.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
7 yards, the pickup there.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally
he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
These two teams all tied after one.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
He's got him in, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Rolling to his left. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
That's complete to Davis.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Allen, out to his left. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get... Pre-snap, he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll find Harry on the right side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
Individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line, though, they're losing.
Seems to me that they need to get the ball to him a little bit more. You're right, he's done his part. They might need a little bit extra from him in order for them to try and get back into this game.
Maybe a 3rd, maybe a 4th touchdown. We'll see. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. To the air, Allen flushed out right. Brown has the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Allen going to throw. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The quick slant caught. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. The Jets trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. Next, we'll stay in the Northeast as we head down to FedEx Field in Washington to check in on the football team. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chase Claypool, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And you can see they've started the season with a focus on the running game. And it served them well in the opener so far. Meanwhile, for the Saints, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And Diggs has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 41, Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end, Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From just shy of midfield, Allen escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. They will run with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Here's Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Singletary again. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
They run here with Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie us at 24-all. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back now here live in New Orleans. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 24. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans Orleans offense set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give. This is Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Touchdown, Saints! Adam Troutman, 50 yards! Strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive of 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. To throw, it's Allen. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 1:04 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing is Allen. Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen on the move to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.